Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I just want to say, first of all, because I couldn't say it when they did follow, thank you so much, Cleopatra, for the follow. Welcome to the Strawberry Patch. I hope you enjoy your stay. And also, Atho, congratulations on your 10 stream streak. Let's go. But how is everybody doing today? I hope we've all had okay, Mare with another 10 stream streak. Let's go. Nice job, everybody. Nice job, nice job. Doing well. Doing well. But I hope everyone has had a good weekend. And we twinning, you are trying to stay warm. Hell yeah. I'm the complete opposite of that, but I feel you. It was minus 18 degrees Celsius. Oh my goodness. Are you alive? I feel like I gotta check your pulse, you know? Like, did I need to do a check-in? What, are you breathing? Minus 27 degrees. Oh my goodness. Sometimes, like, I go through an Australian winter and I'm like, this shit sucks. And then I hear about the stuff that, like, the Northern Hemisphere people go through when it comes to winter, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut now. I'm gonna stop talking about it. It's, there's absolutely nothing wrong with my life, actually. Not ready for tomorrow. I don't want to write an essay. Good luck with your essay. I feel that, though. I would be dreading it as well. So I understand you. It's currently 2 degrees Celsius. Oh my goodness. If it's above 0 degrees, it feels warm to me. That's a wild phrase to hear. Like, for me, I am comfortable. What's the temperature right now? I'm really comfortable at this temperature. 22 is the temperature. Anything from like 22 to 25 degrees is like perfect. When it gets below 22, I start to get a little chilly. When it goes above 25, I start to get a little warm. I have just this sweet spot in the middle, and thank goodness I'm having that sweet spot right now. The wind chills in Chicago are brutal. It fucking windy in Chicago. Hello there, Sanic fan. I heard in Kamira's server about your name change. Do you want to be called Sanic from now on, or are you okay with Ouija? What are we doing here? Above 21 degrees C is too much for me. It's so interesting how different people have different, like, what's the word? It's not comfort, but I'm gonna use comfort. Like, people are, like, how different, how accustomed to weather, like, different temperatures and stuff like that. And it's really just where we're born and raised, really. Acclimated? No, that's not it. Like, it's objectively, it's the correct word, but it's not the word I was looking for. Go with Sanic now? Hell yeah. Yes, sir. I did rebrand mainly to reflect my favorite franchise a bit more. That makes sense. I can completely understand that. I can certainly handle 30 degrees Celsius. 30 degrees is hot. Okay, I'll go even further. Like, 18 to 22 is chilly. Anything below 18 is cold. Then 22 to 25 is Perfect. 26 to like 28 is warm. And then like anything 29 and upwards is ugh. So I am used to the heat, but as an Australian, but I'm still I'm definitely not as accustomed to hot weather as other Australians. Because I do live in a less I live in New South Wales, which like it's not that hot. It's it's fine. It can be hot, but on average, it's not that hot. Kind of hoping you wouldn't see that posted in Mira's Discord. I'm sorry, I ruined the surprise. I didn't mean to. I'm used to both. Summers go to 35 degrees and winters go below 40. That's go below minus 40. Sorry. That's insane. The I don't want to make any assumptions, but do you live like really far inland? Do you not live on a coast? I'm assuming is why. Assuming is part of why. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, because I live on a coast, and I think the closer you are to the coast, the less the temperature will fluctuate around you. Anything above 25 degrees Celsius makes me want to melt. Yeah, I'm comfortable. 25 is like the edge of my comfort. 26 is when like, oh, it's a bit warm. Oh, geez. And then, yeah, above from that, I just get more and more uncomfortable until I am melting. Summers are between 25 to 30 and winters are minus 15 degrees Celsius or colder. Yeah, I think it's just something I learned in like geography when I was really young. Actually, I think it's probably just something that my mum taught me. Like she'd just say kind of offhandedly, it's good that we're on the coast because the summers aren't as hot, but the winters are also not as cold. Water is really good at holding energy and slowly releases it into the atmosphere, making the climate warmer. See, now, I didn't know that. That's very helpful. I knew that being near water made temperatures fluctuate less, but I did not actually know the science behind it. So thank you. The place I live is directly on an air front. Oh, geez. That's rough. I'm sorry. Do we want to play some word games? I have played the squares today. I'm sorry. I checked out the squares and I was like, I'm not going to do all of it. I'm going to do a little bit. But then I checked it and it was 30 words. And so I finished it in like 10 minutes. Whoops. So we can do some other word games if we like. Let me set up the poll. Long Wordle clone. I'm gonna say Wordle clones because it's not all word games. Like Contexto is a word game. Words on Stream is a word game. However, Pokédoll isn't really a word game. Pokédoll is a Pokemon game. I don't live in Canada. I'm just half Canadian, so I visit there a lot. Oh, okay. I think for me, 60 or 70 is a good temperature. Let me bring up the converter. Celsius, Fahrenheit converter. Let's see, 60. 15 degrees, 15 to 21 degrees is what you think is comfortable? Oh. Sanic, you are stronger than me. Sanic, you are stronger than I am. My goodness. I'm meant the mid to high 60s. Okay. So, all right. That makes sense then. So, like, closer to around, like, 20 degrees Celsius is what you think is comfortable. I'd have to put on a jumper if it was 20 degrees, I think. I'd be cold. I would feel chilly. 70 to 80 degrees? What's 80? 80 is 26. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, geez, I didn't mean to. Oh. I really need to take out those keybinds, don't I? That make me do that. But hey, you just get an OG berry jump scare. Hey, Lux, how you doing? 20 degrees is a t-shirt. Oh, my goodness. No, 20 degrees is jeans and probably a long sleeve. If not, also a jumper / jacket. Ooh, Moth got 73 berries. That's a damn good amount of berries. Okay, the winner today is Contexto. So let's play some. Oh, instead you see me on the on the Celsius Fahrenheit converter instead. Let's move on from that. Well, we don't have to move on, but let me move on. Charizard got 57, Athermap got 87. Everyone's getting a good amount of berries, a good meal. I forgot to say, my weekend was good. My weekend was very good. I went to D&D on Saturday, and my character that I play got a second love interest. So that's very fun. I've never had I'm in 2 campaigns, and in one campaign I have kind of one love interest, and they were kind of meant to be my one love interest the whole time. And now I'm in this campaign, and I have 2 love interests, and I'm like, oh no, I have to pick. Or I mean, I guess he could always be polyamorous. He can sample the boy pond, as Phil Lester would say on hit podcast Hard Launch. I had a really good week, got a whole bunch of comics. I saw! Oh my goodness! Your comic haul is incredible! 45 berries, berry pie. I'm not a big berry pie person, but I will take up Moth's offer of yogurt. Pond, you want the first word to be pond? Yeah. Pond is a good start. But yeah, I did D&D, and that was fun. And then on Sunday, I baked some gingerbread with my mum, and I've eaten so much of it. I love gingerbread so much. It was like a recipe from Woolies. Like, Woolies does like recipe magazines every now and then, so mum grabbed one, and we made that recipe, and it's so good. And it's so good, and unfortunately, it's also not sickly. It's so good, and it's also so subtle that I will be gorging on it. I will be gorging on so much of it. I think I've had maybe 5 pieces today, and I had maybe 6 or 7 pieces yesterday. I'm obsessed. Chat, here's an interesting question, chat. Do you prefer your cookies soft or crunchy? I prefer soft. But I know a lot of people also prefer crunchy, or a little bit in the middle. Crunchy on the edge, soft on the inside. I just prefer soft, I think. It just feels nicer. Depends on the cookie. That makes sense. That makes sense. But I definitely lean towards softer on almost all cookies. So freeze is up there. Maybe something water-like. It is not water-like. Freeze. Maybe it's something cold. It is not something cold. I like crunchy on the edges. Yeah, I think that is a perfect middle. My favorite cookies are from this company called Tate's from Long Island. What flavor are they? Or do you like several flavors from that company? The best part about the NES is that it was a gift. I did a gift exchange with a fellow collector at work. I got him Sonic 3D Blast for the Sega Saturn. He gave me an NES Dino Ricky. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. That's so cool that, like, you know another, like... I nearly tried to put in Snickerdoodle as a guess because of Atho's thing. My bad. No one knows about them, which makes me very sad. Well, unfortunately, I also don't know about them. But if you like them, I'm glad. That's good. That's what matters more than anything. Snickerdoodle soft, Chucky chip in between, Oreo crunchy. Okay, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Oreos do have to be crunchy. Ooh, I just had the idea of a soft Oreo and it kind of makes me... I'm getting the ick. I'm icked right now. A soft Oreo. Oh, no. But the thing is, I guess Oreos being crunchy are like... That's good because of... Like, it's okay if the Oreos are crunchy and crispy and hard or whatever because they have the soft center. Oreo cakesters are a thing. I do not know what those are, unfortunately. They're like freeze. Ice. Not ice. What are we freezing? What are things people freeze? Bodies. Oh, I'm going to hell. I'm so sorry. My favorite candy stopped being sold anywhere in the US and I'm depressed. No, what was it? What was the candy? I will say my favorite lolly has been like so hard to find. And in the past few months or so, they're called milk bottles. And they look like milk bottles. I don't know how to describe them. Like... Yeah, I deserve that quote. I deserve that being quoted. I made Oreos a couple months ago and they were firm and soft. They were so good. Oh, I didn't... Oh, chicken. So chicken, yes. Animal, no. Is it some other kind of meat? Eat, meal, chicken. Chicken, steak, pork, pig, ham, bacon, maybe egg, not egg. Thigh, could just try body parts of chickens. Dumpling. I do love seeing that in all caps. You just sound super excited about dumplings, which fair enough. Dumplings are nice. Poultry. Forgot the O. Don't worry about it. Maybe, oh, pie. Pie, pastry. Pastry. I keep forgetting letters. My fingers. They're called Sour Patch Bites, and they're like Sour Patch Kids, but 1,000 times better. Oh, Sour Patch. Gotta get back on it. They're like a tart if we're going pie. Okay, tart is an insult, I guess. I see it, but like... The words they ban in this game can be so interesting to me. It is... It's so odd. Okay, pie. Pie, pork, chicken. So maybe like a roast... A roast. A roast. A roast. Maybe a bake. To bake something. Roast. Roast. Oven? Nope. Thanksgiving? That'd be a wild choice considering it's the middle of December. Gravy. Maybe potato. Because, like, roasted with, like, mashed potatoes, right? Vegetable? Fruit? Okay, fruit. Fruit is highest. I just checked a tab I had going in the background, which is a Markiplier video, and there was his friends eating pizza, and now I want pizza. Oh! Now I want pizza. This is so good. What's everyone's favorite pizza topping? I'm very plain. I like a good tomato sauce and I like cheese. I'm a plain Jane. Farm? Apple. It's like an apple. It's not a banana because bananas are never apple. Like a berry, like a blueberry, like a raspberry, like a strawberry. That would have been so cool if it was strawberry. Like Marlboro with public comms, poop is a banned word for some reason. That's so funny. In Overwatch has put in a small censorship system where if someone says something rude, it'll come up as, this person sent a rude message. Do you want to show it? Do you want to read what it says? And then it'll be something like, GG easy. It's very funny. Orange, mandarin, pineapple. I'm trying to think of other fruits. Pepperoni. Pepperoni's pretty good. I lean, if I have to get extra toppings, I'm more on the meatier toppings than like the vegetable, herb, mushroom toppings. Or pineapple. Like I'll put ham on the pizza, I'll put pepperoni on there. I'll take a meat lovers if there's nothing there but a meat lovers. But my favorite is just the plain cheese. Favorite pizza is called the Swine Fighter. Does it have like ham on it? Oh, a mango is a good idea. Wait, cranberry. Cranberry is not it? Just went to a Christmas family gathering today and it was great. Ate a bit too much again. That's me. Whenever I go to D&D, I always eat way too much of the snacks. Like I had gingerbread. I had so many chips. I just go overboard when I'm at D&D. Boysenberry. Not boysenberry. Raspberry, apple, but maybe like a jam. Maybe it's not even a fruit, okay? Jam is low. Maybe like a sauce, like a cream, like an ice cream. Nope, going further and further away. Blu-ray box set of the complete series of Batman Forever. Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Lord of the Rings for GameCube, New Super Mario. Oh my goodness. How much? How big is your backlog of games, Sanic? It's a pepperoni pizza with a spicy bacon grease ranch sauce dribbled on top. That sounds decadent to the extreme. My goodness, I can see why you love it. The curse of being a collector, I feel ya. I feel ya. As someone who doesn't even collect games, I feel your pain. Lingonberry. We're just coming up with different berries. It's probably not a berry. Like a peach. Peach. Apricot? Peach. What's peachy? What's like a peach? Like, it's not passion fruit, but like, not passion fruit. Peach. Peach. What's peachy? Mango? We did mango. Mango's down here. So peach. I can't think of anything else that's like I feel like tangerine? I don't feel like they're in the same like ball game though. Like there's peach, there's apricots, there's maybe like a date, maybe like a grape, not a grape. I grabbed frosted flakes. What are frosted flakes? Actually, I don't think I actually know what they are and like what they entail. Peach. Maybe like a pear? Okay, pear is there. Peach, apricot, pear, raspberry, apple. Have you heard of cornflakes? Yes. I have guessed cranberry. Cornflakes coated in sugar. Oh, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. I'm not a big fan of cornflakes, but if they're in sugar, I might like them. Like, what else could this be? Peach. Peach, apricot, pear, raspberry, apple. Like, what? I'm trying to think of things like fruits in the store that I work at. And nothing is coming to mind because I don't work in the fruit section. Oh, a cherry. What the fuck? What are we missing? We literally just have to plum. There it is. Nice job, G Charizard. Thank you, Google. Yeah. Oh no, I feel that. When I play Contexto on my own, and I get to a certain point where I get so frustrated, I'm like, I'm just gonna start Googling fucking thesaurus, synonyms to the words that are there to try and find something that works. I get desperate. All right. Time to pick a short game. Short Wordle clone. Conexo, Latroso, Reunion. Do we have any other ones? I always forget. Oh, Squirtle. Of course. Oh my goodness, he's Rainbow! Her Majesty the Empress Rainbow! Look at this cat. Look at this perfect creature. I just looked up fruits that are close to apricots. Hey, if it works, it works. I can't blame you. It gets frustrating at that point where you're trying to, like, think of something and it's just not working. Because, like, there are different fun parts and frustrating parts when it comes to Contexto. And it's frustrating when you can't even get any yellow or blue answers, first of all. But then it's fun when you're able to use kind of words by association to get to the end. But then when it's something like a plum, for example, where you just have to do a bunch of entering every single fruit you can think of to see if you get closer to the end, that's when it gets frustrating. My family just got a new cat. Yay! What color is it? What kind of cat is it? What's its name? I'm gonna ask so many questions because I love cats so much. I just arrived home from my first semester of college and a new cat I'd never seen before greeted me. That's so funny. They didn't even tell you. They were just like, it's gonna be a surprise when Violet gets home. It's a Maine Coon? Oh, no! What? I'm trying to unban. Why did you get banned? There you go. Violet Nevermore, if you're back, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. No, I've got to, I can do something about that. Violet, if you're there, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a banned word in the stream, and I ban anyone, and I put it. I need to change that. I need to do some changes. I just got banned. You did, but I unbanned you. I'm sorry. You. Okay. What happened is you spelled Maine Coon, but you spelled the last word without an E, which is considered a slur in, I forget who it's a slur for, but it's considered a slur against, in certain places. It's a slur against black people? Okay, I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I have a bot that does like an immediate ban. No, you're fine. I didn't see. I'm glad. No, you don't have. Yeah, you don't have to like. Well, I'm not gonna say you don't have to apologize, but you know better now, and I also know better that a word like that is similar to other words and may accidentally be used as a misspelling instead of used as a slur. So I'm gonna do something really quick and I'm gonna move that to the delete message instead of the ban user. Let me figure this out. Twitch channel points, Twitch stream there. I need to just check out my thing. Overlay widgets, games, giveaway, GameCube. Moderation. Here we go. Got this, what the spelling was. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Let's find this word. Okay. There we go. I'll put that on the delete. I'll put that on the filtered words instead of the banned words. I'm actually going to change this one a little. I'm going to change a few more. Let's see. There's a few of them. Okay, this one. It doesn't happen often. I'll figure it out. I'll do it later. I'll move that to the... I'll move that word to the filtered word because that is sometimes used, not how it's... I need to... Yep. Figuring things out. There we go. But no, you're okay, Violet. I realize the problem, and now that word has been moved. So we're fine. We've got there. Oh, all right. Oh, that stressed me out, so I'm sorry. That must have stressed you out more. All right, so we have a tie. We have a tie between Conexo and... What was the tie between? I was mostly just confused. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am sorry. But what I did is I'm pretty sure I just Googled like the Wikipedia list of like slurs and derogatory terms, and then I put all of them in like ban the person if they say this, but I'm obviously I'm gonna have to do a little tweaking because for example, like some people don't know things are slurs. Like there are some words that are considered derogatory and offensive but are widely not known to be that, like the G word for Romani people. Don't try and ask what the G word is. You know? It's kind of why human moderation is important. It is, but it is. You are correct. You are correct. And that's why I will figure things out more in the future. Yes, AI cannot see context. That is correct. This had happened with a recurring view instead of someone new. Yeah, it would have been terrible to do with a what was the other result to the poll? I can't find it. Can't find it. I can't find what the result to the poll was. Was it Conexo and Squirtle? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Okay. I'm not seeing any... I'm technically a new viewer, but I've been subbed for a while. Okay. That's fair. You are a familiar in, like, community spaces, in community sense, you know. New in some ways, familiar in others. But yeah, again, I apologize. This has happened once before, actually. I remember. It happened to fucking... Oh, I don't remember his name! But it did happen to someone once before. Was his name Jay? He was the one that, convey a black asteroid tool. Oh, I get it. Belt? Is it gonna be something belt? Oh, that's a good one. I've posted a bunch on your YouTube videos and chatted some in Discord. Yeah, that's why the notification came up when you chatted today that was like, first time chatter. I was like, are you sure? I feel like I recognize this name. And now I know why. Because I have seen you in other places. Okay, shrewd, savvy, clever, astute. Oh, no, that is good. And then we've got mature, ripe, grown adult. Damn, you guys just solved this for me. I didn't even have to use a brain cell. Thank you so... What the fuck do you mean? Nouns related to cheap sentimentality. What? What kind of a category is that? Hello? Cleopatra was me? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for following me on your other account. I appreciate it. Yeah, this game does have some very strange categories. There was one that was like, the one that got me one time was like Black Mirror episodes. And it's like, cool. Black Mirror isn't something that everyone in the world has watched. It's just, stuff like that gets frustrating. But that's all right. All right. I love Black Mirror. I'm kind of curious about watching it, or at least some episodes of it. I want to watch San Junipero. Playtest and Shut Up and Dance are actual masterpieces. All right, I'll put those on my list then. What's everyone's opinions on eggnog? Never had it. I have no opinion because I've never had it. That is what I'm putting in. You got pizza? Hell yeah. And Junipero actually all in season 3. So what you're telling me is that it peaked with season 3. I see. Recommend changing that. In my opinion, it's really good. What even is eggnog? Like, obviously there's egg in it, but like... Egg milk? Wait, it's egg milk? Shit. I have to drink eggnog. I need to drink eggnog. Egg milk? I need to try this. I need to try it. Only if you get the stuff with a lot of milk fat. Don't give me that 1%. Oh yeah, I don't drink 1%. I don't drink light milk. I don't drink light. I don't drink skim. I drink full fat. Basically an egg milkshake, that's what it tastes like. I do like the taste of eggs. I like eggs a lot. Common Christmas drink and my favorite one. I don't think I have any. I don't really have any traditions for what I eat on Christmas other than like eating a shit ton of gingerbread when I buy a shit ton of gingerbread. Because I love gingerbread. I love the snacks. I'm not big on traditions except for the snacks. Like I love gingerbread. For Easter, I love hot cross buns. Stuff like that. Okay. Give me a Pokemon between Gens 4 and 6. I'm allergic to eggs, but eggnog is probably the closest thing to eggs that has no effect on me and is also something I like. It must be the yolk then that you're allergic to. Beeham, that is a great pull. I feel like Beeham is so underrated as a Pokemon. Okay, so it's lower than Gen 5. It is not a psychic type, nor is it a single type. And it is shorter than 1 meter and weighs less than 34.5 kilos. So I would usually go for something from Gen 3 here. I'm a Gen 5 baby, that's why. I getcha. Gen 5 is just one of the best out there. Piplup? Not Piplup. It is not a water type. However, it is taller than 0.4 meters and weighs more than 5.2 kilos. Pokemon White was my first Pokemon game. the way you started playing Pokemon on, like, the best, one of the best generations, one of the best games. Damn, it was all downhill there for you, from there for you. Possibly because even stuff that's made with eggs, like cookies, for example, have no effect on me. Only eggs alone I'm allergic to. So, like, the raw egg yolk is a problem. That's interesting. I've never heard of that before. Not that I know much about allergies. I'm not allergic to anything. I have a sensitivity to wool, but, like, I don't know if it counts as an allergy. I don't know. I started Gen 6. Gen 6 would have been so good to start with because everyone says that Pokemon X and Y were, like, the easiest games in the franchise. So you got, like, baby's first Pokemon game as your first Pokemon game. And regular Sun and Moon back to back. Hey, don't diss Sun and Moon too hard. I love those games. I think Sun and Moon have, like, some of the best plot in the games, and also some of the best character development. Like, Lily? Lily is, like, my favorite game out of... Lily is, like, my favorite character out of every single Pokemon game. Out of every single game, Lily is my absolute favorite. She's an amazing character. The character development is great. You have neither of the good Kahuna battles and no Ultra Necrozma. Fair enough. I guess when I think of great Pokemon games, I often do think less about the mechanics and the fights and stuff like that, and I do go more towards kind of the story itself, the narrative, and I think Sun and Moon's narrative, and probably Ultra Sun and Moon's narrative as well, were great. I still need to play Ultra Sun and Moon, though. Lily's peak character. She's so cool! I love her. She's the best. I need to watch the anime so I get to see the anime version of her as well. Alright, so maybe, like, Gen 2? I'll do a Gen 2 Pokemon. Who's in Gen 2? Gen 2 is like is like the gen that I always... Gen 2 is really funny with me because the Gen 2 Pokedex, I almost always think they're Gen 1 or Gen 3. Ferret! Ferret, my beloved. Okay, Ferret is too tall. Togepi, too short. We could do Togetic, though. Oh no, Togetic's too light. I'll do... I had one and then I lost it. A Gen 2. Skip Bloom? Okay, Skip Bloom is too light. Jumpluff. Jumpluff is also too light. Oh my goodness. Everyone's too skinny. I don't know what gen, but funny. Ferret is Gen 2. And Ferret is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I have a plushie of it that's like a foot long. I hope to one day get one of those funny, like, life-size plushies of Ferret. I think that would be great. They gotta pack on weight. Yeah. They gotta do some bulking. She's top 3 for me behind Bianca and N. Good choices. Good choices. I couldn't even tell you if I had a top 3. I just kind of have Lily. And then everyone else. My Dragonite? Is there a Gen 2 Dragon? I mean, we could do Dragonite. Well, yeah, you know what, fuck it, we'll do Dragonite. Okay, so it's Gen 2 or Gen 3, and it's not Dragon, it's not Flying. Oh, my brain isn't. Vroom. Brain is not doing great. My partner made me a plushie of my favorite Pokemon, Wooper. Aww, that's so cute. I love that. Wooper is an adorable Pokemon. Wooper is precious. It's probably Gen 3. Yeah. Yeah. Because Gen 2's Pokedex. Well, statistically, it's probably Gen 3 because Gen 2 has a smaller Pokedex. Mudkip, we've already got a water though. We could do Combuskin because we haven't done fire or fighting yet. No way. Hey, what? I mean, okay, sure. Like I just keep shrugging. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Someone wants to clip that. That was funny. Combuskin really is a short king. He is. He's 0.9 kilos. He a small boy. 0.9 kilos, 0.9 meters. He a small boy. Would have thought it was bigger than Beham. It's only 100. No. It's only 10 centimeters smaller than Beham. So not a huge gap, but just a bit of one. All right, those were good games. We have an ad starting in 9 minutes. So I'm just gonna run that ad now. I will see all of you in 3 minutes, and while the ad plays, I will set up Prosecutor's Gambit. I'll use the ad time to set up the game to play that. All right, see you all on the other side. All right, Prosecutor's Gambit. I'm excited. We're on a new case today. Peak Ace Attorney, I know. This game has been good so far. It's had, like, I'm not gonna lie, a tutorial case should not be that fucking complicated. But, like, I still enjoyed it. I'm not that mad. I'm not that mad. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. And I'm excited. We're on a new case. I think it's a kidnapping. Second case sets the tone for the rest of the day, so for the rest of the game, so buckle up. Okay. So I gotta lock in right away. I'll remember that. I'll put my full focus. I'm excited to see how the rest of this game goes, because I want to I want to know what happens with Shelly the Killer. I want to see what happens to him. Which one is that again? This case, I think the next case is a kidnapping, is what it is. Not 100% sure, but I think the title of the case is something like, I don't remember the word, but it implied there was implication of a kidnapping. I promise there was implication of a kidnapping. I swear. I'm not being silly. But yeah, I can't believe that they brought back Shelly, the killer. In a spin-off, mind you. Like, not even in a main game format. I feel that's kind of wild that they're bringing him back in the spin-off and not in the main series itself. But, like, it's cool that he's coming back at all, I think, is my take on the situation. All right, ad should be finishing in a second. I'll just wait for the bot to tell me. I only trust what the bot says. Come on, bot. Is it over? The bot is still in ad jail, I guess. I don't know if the rest of you are still in ad jail, but the bot is. There he is. He's out now. Okay. So, last time we played Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. We finished the tutorial. We found out that it was the blonde knight guy, but we know that Shelley the Killer is still out there and will probably still want to enact revenge on the Zhengfa president. Well, I don't know if it's revenge. He wants to kill him. I think he's an assassin, so he's been hired to do it. Not revenge. He just wants to murder. And now we're on to the second case, and I don't even remember what it's called. The captive turnabout. Yeah, see, that sounds like a kidnapping to me. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a kidnapping to me. Yeah, let's play. Oh. Dungeon? Bell. Another bell. More dungeon. This is creepy. What was that? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, it's Knight. Died in jail. Okay. Ding-a-ling. Ding-dong, the knight is dead. That's not a human. Puppy? Oh. Bad puppy. Oh. What the fuck? Yeah, Horace Knightley got castled. Oh my goodness. I did not expect that. I feel this game, the Ace Attorney series does not go hard into scary or horror elements at all. But I feel like that's the most scary / horror that the series has tried to do. It's a very bad pun. Nah, we love puns over here. Don't you worry. Well, aren't we chatty? Still no sign of them, huh? Yeah. How long do they intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sure the guard will bring him in any second now. Oh, are we trying to question Knight and we don't know he's dead? The dog ate a burger with a ton of ketchup in it. Ah, that's it. Well, we still have to arrest the dog, you know? For stealing a burger. The killing of Bastion Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the park, and today we're paying a visit to the detention center. Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I am to be the prosecutor behind the bench. Is this the official translation? It is! Yeah, this is the official from the Ace Attorney Investigations collection that came out last year. I love K too, don't you worry. K? Oh! I made a list last night. I stayed up late for this. I made a list last night of all of my favorite characters in fiction, and I forgot to put K in there. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm adding her now. I love K. She's perfect to me. Hence why I called him Horace Knightley. That's the name. Yeah. So G Charizard gives me the fan translation names and gives like fun facts about them. It's very fun. What's taking so long? You there. What's going on? I don't know, sir. I'll go and check. We've got a situation. It's Knight. He's been killed. What? Killed? In the detention center? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Right. Guard, take us to the scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. So it didn't happen in the holding cells? But surely that was where he was being held. Those are, sorry to detract from the whole murder going on. Those are some brilliant moustaches. Holy Holy hell. What's the holdup? The crime scene's this way. That is a Poirot moustache. I'm sorry, I keep going back to the moustaches. They're distracting me. Where are you taking us? Doesn't this door lead to... the prison proper? Yes. What the fuck is the prison proper? You mean those other cells aren't part of the prison? Not exactly, no. Those are the detention center's holding cells. That's where defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. The area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose. Yeah, it's where people who are convicted serve out their time. Oh, there's a... okay. So there's a difference between people, like, awaiting sentencing and people who have been sentenced. I did not know that. I watched the entire Poirot TV series with my mum, like, 6 years ago. Hell yeah, I'm a big Poirot fan. I love that man. I saw the actor who played him do at like a... I don't know how to describe it. He did like an event at the Sydney Opera House, I think. And it was basically an interview about his process of acting as Poirot and also other people, but it was also like on stage. It was very cool. I suppose you could say it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. I've unlocked it, sir. Please follow me. Clunk. Oh, look at all these evil dudes. Oh my goodness. Chessboard? I'm gonna play some mind chess. Holding cells are in a separate part of the jail. You only get put in the actual jail after you've been sentenced in court. That makes sense. It's just something I've never thought about before. That's Knight, all right, but he's dead. How could this have happened? And how did he wind up inside the prison proper? Love his little tappy finger on his arm. He's a metronome. This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? I can hardly believe it myself. But there can be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes. And what's he doing here? I thought he was being held in the detention center, no? He was. He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. The law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been here. Maybe he wandered his way over? The detention center and the prison are separated not only by two heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. That would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you mean he could have just gone there? He was in holding cells. He couldn't have just gone anywhere. Give him CPR. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We gotta do, the doctor's ABCD on him. I suppose we'd better take a closer look at Knight's body. We'll need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Begin investigation! Alright, let's do some looking around, I guess. What's this? Lists of prisoner reservations for a workshop and their numbers. I'd hate to be given a number like that. Kay, I hate to break it to you, everyone has a number like that. Have you ever heard of Social Security? So in the ABC, but close enough. I did, in Australia, it's Doctor's ABCD. It's, I forget what it stands for. It's been a while since I did the training. But, no, I haven't got it. The A is airway. The R is response. Like if the person injured responds to you. S is send for help. A is airway. I don't remember B. C is compressions. D, breathing circulation. Okay. C, yeah, C, I think C was compressions here, but then D was defibrillator. I think, and I don't remember D. I don't remember the first D, but it was something to do with like the environment around you, making sure you're clearing everything around you to make sure that like you are able to do everything you are supposed to do without also danger. The first D is danger. Making sure that you are not risking your own safety by trying to save the other person. We probably have a totally different term for everything. I mean, it's probably just not even the US versus everyone. It's probably just every country has their own different way of doing it. Like, there will be overlaps, but there will also be differences. We did that. We've got whatever this is. This part of the floor is covered with dirt. You know what that means, sir? Footprints. Oh, that's true. Too many footprints of, oh, dang it. Guess we just gotta wait till forensics get here. In the meantime, if you could refrain from treading all over it. Got it. No. Wouldn't want to slip up and get the odd jacket dirty. Oh, Gumshoe. Listen, as long as he doesn't put footprints on there, doesn't matter why he's not putting footprints on there, as long as he doesn't. What is this contraption? I inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Indeed, this area is too big to take in all at once. Fortunately, I can use the arrows. Scour the scene and inspect anything that may catch my attention. Okay, let's do some looking around. We have a cage. I feel like the first thing we have to look at is the cage. When I did my training to become an advanced EMT, we had to memorize like 150. That's so much. Yeah, and then most of them would be used in like the more, you know, rarer things. Most stuff is probably, like there's a few you probably use every single day, but then other times there would be ones that would come up like what? Once a year? Less? Weird having something like this in a prison, huh? A cage inside a cage. Technically, Kay, a prison isn't made up of cages, but cells. Okay. Yeah, I'm with Kay on this. What the heck is the difference? Who cares? Worth. You pedantic motherfucker. Looks like a pulley of some kind. The prisoners use it for work. She... Kay wanted to do some Tarzan shit on the rope because of course she did. ABC and OPQRST are the only ones I use on every single call. What is OPQRST? I have not heard of that one. All right, I think there's nothing more to look at down here. What about this way? Got Blanky. They're tops. Okay, that's not Blanky. We have colorful tops that stand out. So maybe they are not supposed to be here. And there is a whip on top. Ooh, maybe it is Francisca's whip. Aw. Tuner whip put attached to the wrist. Does she have any spare whips? Surely you'd have a spare whip if your whip broke, right? And then we have more rope. There's rope near Knight's body. We haven't checked Knight's body yet. Spoilers! I love Kay so much. She's such mischief. Okay, we did complete that area. Let's go over here. It's a sink. Doesn't seem... Onset, provocation, quality, region, severity, and timing. Huh. That's cool. What kind of situation would you use those in? Why was that a tongue twister for me? I don't know why. No whiff of treasure. Okay. I love her, but oh my god, girl. We got, like, tables, I guess. Not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. But it smells weird. Like wet fur. Oh. Oh! This is dog grooming. I don't know what this shit over here is, but like, this is dog grooming, isn't it? I see why there was a puppy in the prison. All right, now for the main event. Long-winded way of stating the way in which the incident occurred, the timing of it, the mechanism, comment, how much time has passed. Okay. That makes sense. The cage is for the dog to use if the dog washer does a poor job. The dog gives him jail time. All right, in we go. All right, the first thing I noticed was the chessboard. So we gotta look at that first. Seen one of these in your office, Mr. Edgeworth? Sure you have, Detective. It's a pocket chess set. The victims, I'd imagine. Makes sense. He loved chess after all. Yeah, it would be in a good way to pass the time. So we've got portable chess. Let's look at the tops and the rope, I guess. Body's partially covered by a dirt-stained tarp. And there's a rope on top. Was he tied up somehow? Take a look under the sheet. Oh, there's the blood. There's more, well, more of the blood. Should keep looking around. There's bound to be more secrets to uncover. I'm sure of it. Well, we have a top and a bloody top. Is there a way that these just connect? They do. These tops have a pretty distinctive design. In fact, it's the same design as the bloody top around Mr. Knight's body. Okay, so they're basically saying that they're the same top. Like, they're from the same pile. I thought you were on sabbatical. Okay, cool. Figured that out quickly. Let's check his body, I guess. His neck brace is soaked in blood from the hole in his neck. That's his cause of death, instantaneous. He wouldn't have even had the chance to cry out for help. There's a small cut on his scalp. Ooh, interesting extra detail. It's possible, but it's too early to say with any certainty. Ooh, yes, snap a photo. Well, why does she have to get the detective to take a photo? Why can't she take a photo? Hey, her photos saved the last case. Surely we would trust her photography skills by now, right? Coaster are a mess. Indeed, they appear to be covered in dirt. Guess he's like me when it comes to laundry. Okay, Gumshoe. And then I think that's pretty much oh, his hand, maybe? Oh, there's something in his hand. Has he got a ring on or something? It is a ring. Okay. Interesting. And that's his left hand, too. No, that's his right hand. No, he's lying on his back. This whole time I was thinking he was lying on his stomach, which makes no sense considering the positioning of his tie and his hands and his shoes. I'm just silly. I can only imagine how much it sucks to be a paramedic then, since they have to have actual medical training. Yeah. There's two shows that I watch. I watch a show called Ambulance. There's a UK version and there's an Australian version, and I've watched quite a bit of both of them just from them being on TV after I was watching something else and I would get curious, and it's such an intense profession, and it also follows the EMTs as well. And I can't imagine doing what you guys do. Either an EMT or a paramedic. It would be so emotionally intense. It would be intense in a lot of ways, but emotionally, I think it would affect people a lot. Glove. A rubber glove. EMTs are only able to recognize the problem. They have zero training in terms of treatment. Yes, but I still think it would be hard. Like, emotionally, like, you have essentially become a witness to the situation, even if it's just through, like, the phone call. Like, you're hearing, you know, distressed people talk about terrible things happening to them, begging for help. That must be a massive load on one's shoulders. Just a single glove. All right, we're going for, oh, it has inmate use only. Okay, we've got a few details here. EMTs can administer some types of treatment, but an extremely limited amount of it, like steroids or some types of injection-based drugs, but no actual medical training. Yeah, okay. So it's muddy. The prisoners were making mud pies. Sure. Not anywhere near my crime scene, you're not. Let's check the blood on the other side, shall we? Fingers are covered in blood on this side. I think we can safely assume that this glove was dropped sometime after night's blood had been spilt. Because it'd been on the floor when the pool of blood was forming, then the blood would have flowed around it, but not underneath it. There'd only be a band of blood around the edges of the fingers and not all over the backside. Ah, that does make sense. Nice logic, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, maybe it's the murderer's glove. I would assume it's the murderer's glove. You there. Yes, sir? Have you seen that glove before? Yes, sir. The prisoners wear them for work. It's strange, though. Prisoners issued with those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells. They aren't allowed to take them out without permission, and we always check. I suppose that would explain why there aren't any other gloves in the workshop. A single glove. Well, now we just have to find the prisoner cell that only has one glove in it. Not a bad bit of evidence gathering. Huh. Nothing can stop us. We're on the hunt together, right, Gummy? You betcha. We're unstoppable. A regular Three Musketeers. Let's not get carried away, Detective. There's one thing we still haven't found. Huh? What do you mean, sir? The murder weapon. There it is. Said it before it even came up. I see no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. You're right. I didn't even think of that. Come now, Detective. These are basic investigative principles we're talking about here. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, sir. Don't worry, Gummy. It hadn't crossed my mind either. Yeah, but you're not a detective. And you're also, what, 18? You don't need to know. A fact that hardly puts my mind at ease, Kay. Items that could prove even potentially lethal are strictly controlled within a prison. After all, we wouldn't want the inmates getting their hands on them, would we? Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene with one. Oh yeah, nice thinking, Mr. Edgeworth. What was the murder weapon? And where has it gone? The answer to the answers to these questions may be the keys to figuring out what happened here. Ooh. Oops. Oh, hello. You're new? Oh, jeez. I love when there's a new character and then I have to be like, fuck, I need to come up with a voice. Okay. Ugh. Being a paramedic is not an enviable position to be in. It is not. I could not be a paramedic for several reasons. One, I can't handle vomit. Two, I think I would just get way too stressed. Three, I can't drive. Excusez-moi, but this is the scene of the crime, right? Wait a second. Are you? No way. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. Mr. Fender, it has been far too long. I know, right? But even after all this time, I'd know that deep bow anywhere. And that neck whereofs. Shrug emoji. Manfred von Karma. The man, the legend. Gotta say, I didn't expect to see you here. What the fuck do you mean, Manfred? I'm sorry, I'm like skimming through chat out of the corner of my eye and then I see Coke Cake? I don't know if you have some sort of like oath or NDA or whatever, but now you have to tell that story. What are you talking about, pal? This is Mr. Edgeworth, not that old geezer. Detective, please. Edgeworth? Wow, guess that explains the fresh face. Can't blame a guy for mixing you two up, though. You're the spitting image of the old devil in his day. Why would you say that? You're the spitting image of the man who abused you and killed your father. That's messed up! Ugh. His translation name is Raymond Shields. Well, I don't even know his full name yet. All I know is that he's something Fender. I see you haven't changed. How many years has it been? Man, good question. But who's counting, eh? Been away traveling so long I lost track. You know how it is. But you know what I do remember? You betraying everything you were supposed to stand for. Whoa. Ulfric Stormcloak, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Strawberry Patch. Obviously can't say anyone's names because of HIPAA, but I'll definitely tell you what happened. I am rubbing my hands together like a fly with excitement. It's like, I need to know what the hell you mean by Coke Cake. You've heard of weed brownies. Now get ready for Coke Cake. Whoa, where did that come from? And who are you anyway? This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney. No way. Eddie Fender? A defender? The defense attorney? They just keep outdoing themselves. They really do. Enchante, as they say. Fender's the name and defending's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. No, the fuck you're not. Take my husband's name out your fucking mouth. That's what I'm imagining Edgeworth is thinking right now. Not me, Edgeworth. Phoenix Wright ain't my husband. He is Edgeworth, though. Thank you for the slow clap. Basically, this dude crashed his car into the city hall carrying a massive 5-layer cake in the back of his car, and it was eventually discovered that there was a 10-kilo bag of cocaine stuffed inside it. What? And the dude who was driving had a mix of weed, alcohol, meth, and cocaine in his system. Oh my gosh. That man is just a walking Class A. He's just a walking drug. Detective Dick Gumshoe. And I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. I'm, on sabbatical at the moment, though. A great thief? Wow, that's so romantic. Don't you dare have a thing for this girl. You are a middle-aged man, I think. Correct. Well, not middle-aged, but you're still twice her age. Très chic, if you will. Right? It's nice to finally meet someone who gets it. I'm looking to expand the franchise, actually. I even made signing up super simple. Sounds awesome. I'd love to come hang with you guys if you'll have me. Sorry, I should have also mentioned that it's girls only, and they have to be super fun and super cool, and implying that not all girls are super fun and super cool. You can't make an all girls club and then exclude certain girls for not being fun enough, Kay. How mean. Hey, I totally get it. No hard feelings, yeah? Come on. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sure he's fun as hell, but if I was 17 and a 36-year-old man told me to bring it in, I'd refuse. You've got to be kidding. Thank you, Kay. This man's whole interaction is diabolical. My bad, my bad. I'm just so used to how they do things elsewhere, you know? And why are you here, Mr. Fender? Whoopsies. Almost forgot this is your scene. Keeping the defense out is strategy number 1 in the Von Karma playbook after all, isn't it? He's so chill. Hey, put it with all the Von Karma stuff, pal. What gives?
Hold it.
Detective, calm yourself. His attitude is, unfortunately, understandable. It is? I take it you are Mr. Knight's attorney? Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, I was supposed to be anyway. So he was planning to represent Knight. If his client hadn't been murdered, he and I would have faced off against each other in court. I'd better see what he has to say for himself. Alright. We have nothing to deduce yet. Apparently the dude was delivering the cake to some of the government workers in the building, and there ended up being a massive controversy that ended up getting 19 different government officials in my state being fired or thrown in jail. What the fuck? That's unbelievable. What the hell? And what, you took the call for that? Oh my goodness. So the victim asked you to represent him? Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today. As was I. But a guard showed up instead and told us that his body had been found. I'm as bummed about it as you. Even brought him some weenies to cheer him up. Aw, octopus weenies! That's so cute! Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into the prison. Oh yeah. Well, it's here now. Want some? Little vice I picked up on my travels. So Moorish. No, thank you. Fine, you do you. What are you doing here anyhow? Don't tell me you wanted to hear Knight's side. Von Karma was always more of a convict the defendant at all costs guy. He didn't teach you that? That was a long time ago. If you say so. Sure you don't want any weenies? No, thank you. I'm surprised we didn't get to ask Gumshoe if he wanted any weenies, considering he's such a fan of them. Happened in the next town over and we were the closest EMT crew to it. Damn. I don't think lucky is the right word, but like, that is such a situation to find yourself in. Have you met with your client previously? Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxter called me the minute he was arrested. Sounded really freaked out, man. Oh yeah, mentioned your little performance too. According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself. And not a kind word was spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all that. Boy, did he not like you. Trash talked you something fierce. Can't say I didn't join in the fun, though. Fun? How dare you, Mr. Fender? Lighten up, kid. I'm kind of a fixture in the visitor's room here. And I don't think I ever had that much of a gas. Oh, so you come here a lot? Hey, hey, hey! Don't go getting the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars. Just happen to know someone who is. The visitor's room is usually where I'm at, but this isn't exactly my first time in the clink either. In which case, I'd better ask him what he knows about this room. And that's somehow not even the craziest story I have. Anytime a hold my beer moment comes up, I can automatically win. Yeah, I'm sure. You just get to bring all of them out. You're like, and you think that's bad? Get ready for this, and then you just one-up them. At some point, you one-up them so much, and they can't give you stories back, so you just have to start one-ing up yourself instead. Tell me, what do you know about the scene of the crime? Huh? Oh, this room? No, dude. What do you know about it? I'll give you 3 choices. Classroom, a morgue, a recreation room. Recreation? Is it a recreation room? Whoa. I don't even know how you want to spend your spare time, Edgeworth. I just made Edgeworth seem like he was into puppy play, didn't I? It's a classroom. But I guess there's plenty here you could play with if you used your imagination. Probs. Now, let's see what the answer key has to say, shall we? Oh no, you got it wrong. This is actually a workshop. Oh, we would have gotten it wrong either way. Okay, that's not that bad then. There's also the LSD penis incident. Excuse me? The what now? I'm blinking several times to make sure my eyes are clear and I'm reading that correctly. What the hell? So all the options he gave me were wrong. How infantile. The cons come here to perform various duties. They can learn new skills too, bank some qualifications for when they're back on the street. I see. And how is access to this room controlled? Who has the key? Chill out, Edgeworth. I don't have all the answers. My man over there probably does, though. Right, compadre? Yes, sir. The workshoppers aren't locked with physical keys. Their doors are fitted with sensors instead. What kind of sensors? Inmates are issued with special bracelets, sir. When they walk through a workshop door, the sensor checks their bracelet. Okay, there comes out my lisp that comes out maybe once a month. And if they're not supposed to be there, ding-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sounds. If they let it ring for too long, then buzz, they get a real shock, if you know what I mean. Knight is dead, he is indeed. What? That's brutal. I guess they need to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, but that sounds a bit excessive. They wish to pass through a door like this one, prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. We disable the sensor for them and let them in. You get all that? Have any prisoners used this workshop today? No, sir. No one's been in here for days. Oh, sorry, that's not Fender, that's the guard speaking. So no prisoners have entered, let alone used, this workshop today. Interesting. Make a long story short, this dude got whacked the fuck out on magic mushrooms and cut his own. Cooking it, serving it, grilled to himself and his bed. I need to take a drink. Oh. Listen, the stream is now 18 plus for only now, exactly, yeah, basically. I'm grabbing water, no worries, Moth. Holy shit. Which means that there's a contradiction in this crime scene. Namely, there's something here that shouldn't be. I'll take another quick look over the crime scene and employ my powers of deduction to solve this mystery. Okay, there's something in this crime scene that shouldn't be. I'm going to guess the glove shouldn't be there because it's prisoners only. I hope it's holy water. Oh, that's a good one. I think it's this. The glove shouldn't be here because it's inmates only, but none of the inmates were able to come in. Eureka! Right? You ruined it? Nah, it's okay, Violet. Like, I've been thinking for a while of making this like an 18+ stream, but I feel like moments like these don't happen often enough for me to warrant that. Not to mention, I already have that tag on, that warning on, that this is a quote-unquote mature stream. So unfortunately, at some point, like, you gotta... At some point, it's just the kids' faults for coming in here. Well, no, it's not even the kids' faults. The parents' faults for letting the kids come in here. Prisoners aren't able to come and go from this workshop as they please. The door sensor would detect their bracelets, and the alarm would sound. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet, here we have a rubber glove, of the kind issued to inmates. This is a clear contradiction. So where did the glove come from, sir? I don't know, Detective. Not yet, anyway. All I know for now is that the glove is a valuable piece of evidence. Investigation complete. You. Apart from prisoners and guards, who else has access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison after all. Prisoners and guards are pretty much all there is. Mr. Fender? Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know that's not true. You know as well as I do that prisoners and guards aren't the only ones that can come in here. Huh? Oh, do you mean... But sir, they're... It's dogs, isn't it? Mr. Fender, would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about? What? You don't have a pair of peepers in that hard head of yours? You didn't see them on the way in? Wandering about in the corridors, chilling with their buds. I bet if you moseyed on out of that door right now, you'd trip over one of them before you'd taken a step. Listen, pal, we've had just about enough of your baloney. Take a chill pill, big guy. I'm on your side. You know, for such a wide fella, you have a very narrow mind. What did you... Detective. Gumshoe's being reeled back in like a fish. Look, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing. Isn't that what they say? All right, I guess I'll follow. The cake call happened when I was a junior EMT. You were 16? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Also, I didn't know EMTs could be that young. That's impressive. This is not... Oh, it's not just dogs. Look at the babies. Wait, chat, which one's our favorite? Cats are like my favorite animal, or like one of my favorite animals, but I'm not gonna lie, I think my favorite one's the pig. I love the pig, it looks like LeChonk. Here, the humans share their space with some special friends. Animals? Yep. Bird and feathered fellas of all shapes and sizes. God filled me in on how it came about. Seems they decided to try a little experiment in animal therapy a few years back. The cons are assigned a critter each, a buddy to help keep their spirits up. Really? Wow, that sounds like so much fun. Plus, inmates can even earn pet care qualifications if they go through some job training with the animals. Oh, that must be what all the equipment in the workshop is for. You got it. Room set up specially for that training stuff. So, When you said somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime... Exactamundo, big guy. I was talking about these guys. That just means you're still talking baloney. What would an animal do with a rubber glove? Good question. All I'm saying is that it was possible. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, if you want me to arrest this piece of baloney, just say the word. Let me get this straight. Are you saying these animals can wander freely around the prison? You know those sensors on the doors? They detect the prisoner's bracelets and sound the alarm when somebody goes walkabout. Well, for our furry friends, it's the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open doors right up. Ah. So someone could get through following the animal. Huh. You were able to get basic level training. It would qualify as a class. I basically did it so I'd only have to take 4 normal classes. You know what? Fair enough. Anything to do less school, you know? Uh-huh. You're implanted just under the skin around the shoulders. Big needle, quick jab, and viola. What? Doesn't it hurt? Nope, they don't feel a thing. That's what they tell me anyway. Now, where was I? Ah, right. So the point is, they're not the baddies here, so there's no reason to punish them. It's ironic, really. Here in this institution where humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content. That is a small bit of irony. They're not completely free, though. They can't leave the prison proper, for one thing. No sensor on that big mother of a door out, you see. Ah. Jingle, jingle? What's that tinkling sound? Sir? Ah, the dog has the bell. So whose dog is this? Who's the prisoner that got this dog? Just look at that thing. And is that a bell around its neck? That explains the sound, I suppose. He's not a happy puppy. Oh my goodness, he's really not a happy puppy. Mr. Edgeworth, were you seriously trying to stare it down? I refuse to lose to a dog. Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, I'm gonna hold your hand. When I say this, you are fucking stupid. Not for nothing, sir, but your dog handling skills could use some work. Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat him right. Come on now, come to Gummy. He doesn't like Gummy either. And ignored by a dog. That dog was certainly very different to the other animals. And it seemed to have a real thing against me, and only me. Alrighty then, you've met the menagerie. What's next? Guess we better interview some witnesses. Right, sir? Indeed. We need more information regarding what was happening around the time the body was found. Then let's start with that guy. Hey, you there in the cell! Why do you look like the Thing? That's what it's called, right? You couldn't really do anything. It was mostly just watching the stuff that happened. It was there to allow those who wanted to go into a medical field a way to get field level experience. Are you in the medical field, Violet? Well, are you still an EMT or have you moved on to something else? Ignored again. Hello. We were wondering if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. The answer is no. Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy? Not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Let's start with a handshake, huh? Maybe a hug to break the ice? Whoa. Seconds. Out. Ah. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's the hugging type, but I'm cool with that. If this game was made in 2025, not just released in these years, but made in these years. This is totally the kind of guy that would say, "Where my hug at?" I'm a nursing major at college. Oh, nice. Are you enjoying it so far? Oh. Oh. Polar bear? Polar bear and now we're boxing him? What is this man up to? You better see what he has to say for himself. Your name? From the blue corner, it's Rocco D259 Carcerado. Carcerado. Really? Don't mind if I keep moving, do you, boss? Fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? It doesn't look like there's any danger of that. Don't you worry you'll lose too much weight doing all that. Gotta make weight before a fight, boss. Won't even make it hurt into the ring if you don't. So you're... Wait, I get it. You gotta be a boxer, right? Was. Back in the day. But it's good to stay fighting fit. Leastways, that's how I see it. So is the bear part of your training too? Looks kind of like an apron. It's so cute. Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. Kid's my partner, see? This here polar bear keeps me on my toes. He seems to have loosened up a little. Now's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. I ain't no stoolie, and I don't know nothing no how. I'll be the judge of that. Please answer the question. You punch drunk or something, boss? I told ya. I don't know zip. Ugh. So he won't play ball. Guess there's only one thing to do, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. The more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am that he's hiding something. Alright, let's see exactly what you do and don't know, shall we, Mr. Carcerado? Take that as a yes. It's time for mind chess. Rocco's fan translation name is J.L. Bird. That's good. That's a really good one. I came up with some Ace Attorney pun names a while ago, and I've already forgotten what most of them were, other than Big Tim. But I came up with that actual months ago when I was playing the other game. This dude is the most New Jersey Italian-American character ever. Unfortunately, I can't do that accent, so he's just a guy here. That's dead man levels of Ace Attorney name. Exactly. He does the boxing stance when he's on high alert. My guess is that things won't go well if I push too hard at such moments. When my opponent is on the offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, see if our friend here knows anything about the incident. I'll start by asking about his movements, and bring this fight to an end. Okay. Mind chess! Tell me about your day so far. Why don't you start by telling me what you've done today? You will answer me, Mr. Carcerado. What? You want a shot at the champ, is that it? Then put him up, pal. Well, he's boxing, so I'll bide my time. Throwing in the towel already? It's gotta be a record. Mr. Cuffs is hardly my style, but I'm more than happy to take you on in a game of chess. Incidentally, don't you get tired ducking and diving like that all the time? Think I don't got the stamina, kid? Ooh, just you try me. Okay, well, he's still boxing, so... I ain't tired. Not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Had me some quiet cell time, hardly broke a sweat. Well, there goes you not answering that question. Out the window! Really? You look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? I'm done talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah. Real tired. I thought you took it easy. Because he wasn't boxing then. He was, like, down. You may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerado, but I'm afraid your lying needs quite a bit of work. Tired. Really? I hardly think that's possible. Especially not after you just told me about your quiet cell time this morning. There goes one. Oh. Gotta be careful here, Teddy. When this guy lands, he lands. Oh. He's taken the weights off. He's hiding something, I'm sure of it. I should try asking him about what was happening at the time of the incident, both in and outside his cell. I won't need to use my fists in this next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. You're such a nerd. What is it like around here? Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? What do you mean, strange? Worn out already? Haven't you noticed yet? You're backed into a corner here. He wasn't boxing! Aww! I thought I could hit him! Okay. Never mind, I guess we don't hit him. I should bide my time in such movements and aim to strike when he drops his guard. What was it like around here? Did you notice any See, look at this! But I guess bide my time here, maybe. Hey, get the heck out of the ring if you're not gonna fight. Ugh, I need to attack more if I am to win. Okay, see, everything's going wrong. Maybe I pick the other question? Do you remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Z's. We both was. In case you didn't see it, yeah, I'm still an AMT. Okay. That's cool. I'm just not actually on call, I'm just on the waiting list if something bad happens. Okay. So you're like, understudy kind of, in an understudy kind of position. The incident happened only a short while ago. You seem wide awake, all things considered. Ooh, he's stressed. Yeah, you keep fucking punching that piece of chess. Fighter's gotta be able to get up real quick when he's down, but he needs his beauty sleep too. Builds muscle. Is that so? Then I apologize for waking you. I have read that rest is an important part of any boxer's training regime. You don't say. So Mr. Prosecutor's savvy when it comes to the fight game, huh? Who knew? How do you know my profession? Ah, because he wasn't boxing. Interesting. How do you know I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out here in the corridor, which means you weren't asleep, and that you were lying. Again. Yeah, beat him up. You're good, kid. Pull me clean with that one. Alright, I admit it. I wasn't catching no Z's. But what? Guy can't work out in his cell no more without lawyers getting involved? Or is the man taking care of himself a crime now? The fact that we now know he was awake is an important development. It could well prove to be a useful clue. What was it like around here? Did you notice anything strange? What do you mean strange? One out already? Haven't you noticed yet? No, what? How am I doing this wrong? What were you doing? He's exhausted this angle of inquiry, okay. See, he's not fighting. Fuck, I ran out of time. No! Alright, we gotta go again. Bummer. Alright, we go again. Mind chess! What were you doing? Da-da-da. We know you're boxing. Da-da-da. How do you know my profession? Da-da-da. There we go. Got his ass. Mainly because it's not really a possibility to be on call while also taking 4 college classes and playing a collegiate sport. That makes sense. That's completely fair, I think. What sport do you play, though? Alright, so now we know that he was eavesdropping. Don't play dumb, maybe? Answer the question. Tell me what was going on around that time. Wish I could help you, boss. But I was asleep. We both was. Time to deploy my clue. Okay, there we go. There's the clue. Thank you for the head pats, Moth. Enough of your barefaced lies. You weren't asleep. You were exercising. You told me as much yourself. Oof. A counterpunch, huh? Should have seen that one coming. It seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Carcerado. It's time to come clean about what you know. All right. You don't gotta shout about it. Stomping around like you own the place. Teddy and his pals have been scared enough this morning already. Already, you say? You've done well to endure it this long, but I fear you'll soon be out for the count. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it, Mr. Carcerado? Ba-boom! Oh, volleyball! That's fun. I did volleyball maybe once. I don't think I was very good at it. It hurt my hands. Probably because I was doing it wrong. Oh, quit it, will ya? Getting shellacked here. Fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud, real scared. Got all the little guys scared too. Yeah, laugh it up, Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Huh. Checkmate. And we're done. Woo! I like this whole thing of, like, inquiries. The mind chess. I like it. I don't love it. Like, it's fine. Like, it's enjoyable, but it's not amazing. I think we've now established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Fine. I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's not get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun. Why does this man not have an objection noise? Hey, can we call a timeout for you for a sec, guys? There's something super big I need to say. It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today after all these years, Edgeworth. Not the clippy claps. And it's a real privilege watching how you work. Eye-opening stuff, in fact. Just thought you should know I'll be telling you-know-who what you've become. Who is you-know-who? Who-know-who? Keen to get the lowdown, huh? Well, that's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay. Whoa, don't have a cow, man. Why so sensitive? Report whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time. Whatever you say, boss man, but I think he should know at least. You know, how you've been living your life since you signed on doing things the Von Karma way. He's so, like, passive-aggressive. After all, you've disappointed him enough for one lifetime already. Am I right? What's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing that needs to concern you, Kay. Our focus should be on Mr. Carcerado. Now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. You won't land a glove on me, kid. Ugh. I think what's frustrating is the fact that it's all a giant back and forth between people. Like, we do mind chess, and then we have to do a testimony. Like, this man is just lies upon lies upon lies. Also, I'm really tired. My eyes are not staying open, I'm sorry, chat. I'm an opposite and the backup setter, mainly because I'm a left- You're a lefty! High five! We got a high five with our left hands, because I'm also a lefty. Opposite because you're able to square up properly on the right side of the court, and set it because you're able to set a dump without twerking your body around awkwardly. There was a show. Finished right around 10 a.m. Came back here after. Did me some training. Leastways I tried to. Barely got to the counter 2 before somebody screams. What the? Ah! I was hollering and howling, crying for help. But what can I do? I'm locked up in there, right? So I tunes it out and I gets back to work. Interesting. I find it curious that you would pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I say, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. Don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in what ain't none of their concern. That is so many double negatives. I hear you, brother. Best you could do is rubberneck from in there anyway, am I right? You mentioned training, Mr. Carcerado. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's a guy. The fixer, they call him. What's a fixer? Fella who can get his hands on just about anything you need. For a price. No way. Interrupted. Perhaps, Mr. Carcerado, what you ought to ask for is a beginner's guide to giving better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in one. You? Put me down? Try it, you bum. And what am I? Chopped liver? Left hand gang! Yeah! Let's go! I love the polar bear. He is so baby. As the show finished right around 10 a.m. Press. What kind of show? Depends on the day. Singers, dancers. Sounds like fun. You went along to see today's show. Sure I did. Can't miss a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world. It was over. That didn't sound too suspicious. So usually when someone says this is the time that this happened, that's often a lie or a mistake. A fixer is a name for an assassin, by the way. That's true. I didn't think the way he said fixer was in the context that I knew a fixer was in. No, I wanted to press. There we go. Did me some training. What did this training involve? There was stamina and rhythm work, jump rope. I used to love jump rope. I should do more of that. I should get back into it. It's fun. Kid's no dummy. Second I get a rip out, he jumps up and holds on tight. Cute! You jump rope with a polar bear clinging to your chest. That would hurt though. Those claws, that tank top must be so thick, or he must feel no pain. I imagine he takes off his top and his entire chest is just polar bear scratches. Started jumping rope. That didn't seem suspicious. Barely got to the count of 2 before somebody screams. Tell us more about the scream. It was the scream of a guy about to scream his last. I should know. Jeez. That's dark. So it was clearly audible. Guy backed into a corner, fighting for his life. You ever hear something like that? It was clearly audible. Guy was hollering and howling. Shit. I meant to press.
Hold it.
I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. That's all you heard. There was nothing else. Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell me. I do. Why don't you come on over here and see if I can... Bro, we just played Mind Chess. Don't make me do it again. He doesn't know when to quit. Come on, apologize. Why would I apologize? How about you let this slide, please? I heard the voice like I said. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, so I tuned it out and got back to work. Okay. You were able to concentrate on your training even after hearing all that screaming. If we was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I'd have seen what I could do. But this ain't the outside. I can't go no place, even if I want to. You did think to slip out from your cell to go sneak a peek. I don't think anybody else would have thought of doing that except you. Mr. Knight might have lived. I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. He's clearly lying. What I don't understand is why. See what I can uncover by pointing out the contradiction in his testimony. What contradiction? There we go. The ads are over. Folding chessboard. There was a rope. A rope, huh? A tarp. His body. Rubber glove. Came back after here. Tried to, barely got to the count of 2 before I heard somebody scream. Maybe the...
Objection!
Shit. I didn't mean to... Oh, I didn't mean to actually present it. Damn it. No, now I lose health for that. Damn. I wanted to press this. Detention center, holding cells, office area, prison cells. More cells, corridor, workshop A, workshop B. We don't have much to go by in terms of this, do we? Okay. I was hollering and howling, crying for help. It has to be this one. But I don't... Oh! Killed instantly by a stab wound to the throat.
Objection!
Would it be the fact that he couldn't have said anything after the stab? Are you listening carefully, Mr. Casarato? Huh? You trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. He had neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. Who said? He said there was? Quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright? But the guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell? No! I see that animal in the corner of the screen. Are we gonna have to talk to... Are we gonna have more cameos? My EMT stories and nerdy yapping scared everyone away. They didn't. They didn't, Violet. It's a kind of natural thing that happens during my streams. A lot of people join really early in the stream, and then maybe they chat for a bit during the just chatting section, and then a lot of people leave me on for a lurk after. So, like, people are still around. I mean, I've still got a few viewers. People just get less chatty as the stream goes, and that's just how I've noticed. It's kind of a natural progression of things. Oh, we're gonna talk to that guy instead. Huh? What do you want? I heard a scream, what of it? We came back from the show and they put us in our cells, same as always. Then just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream. Real scary one. Scary how, exactly? Didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it was kinda like... Yeek! Someone, anyone, come quickly, he's... something like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed, it sounds more likely to have been the person who found his body. Ah, that explains it. So Mr. Casarato was telling the truth. More or less. Is that really the case, though? Are there really no problems with his testimony? There has to be a problem somewhere. Some of us have just been lurking for a while without saying anything. Hello, Arcane. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I never want to give anyone pressure to chat. It's lovely to have people chat, but it's also lovely to have people just lurk and enjoy themselves and not feel the pressure of needing to chat, really. I'm afraid a new problem has reared its head. Namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Carcerado?
Yeah, what gives, pal? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day?
Was the polar bear smothering your face and worked as earplugs? Earmuffs? Ugh.
Ugh! What do you think, I did the crime or something? Huh? From inside of this here cell? Guy died over in the workshop, in case you forgot. Well, it does seem a little weird now that you mention it. He's right. Neither of us could have done it. Cause let me tell you, if I could get out of this here cage and murder somebody, you'd all be toast. Ah! Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us can help it.
I almost forgot that these men are hardened criminals.
Good job, Edgeworth.
Merry holiday season, thank you, Arcane. And I'm glad that you were doing all right. I'm doing okay too. I had a good weekend, played some D&D, did some baking. So that's fun. I have more insane EMT stories if you ever want to hear more. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from telling stories, but hey, we don't want to run out of all of them first session, you know?
I'm guessing this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth.
What's my next move here? I won't get much more out of them in this state. Oh. There's an objection voice. Sounded like a woman. Oh, hello! Oh, I know that guy. I've seen him on Twitter. Order in the court.
Who died and made you the boss of me, huh? Can't you see we're kind of busy here?
Hush now. Silence is golden.
It is?
Your hand, if you please. Is she gonna whack it? By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the goddess of justice watch over you, now and always. Guard, if you would. Looks like you'll be spending the night in solitary, buddy.
What? Come on, please, boss, any place but there.
There is no need to be afraid, my child. Oh! She's giving Kai win! Goodness gracious. I have more than enough to fill up 10 live streams on their own. Damn, well, I look forward to them. This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. He's getting dragged! Oh, the polar bear is so sad. Oh, goddess of justice, bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh, Holy One, we give thanks in your name. So what, her religion is the law? Girl! And you are? A curtsy. Verity Gavel, at your service. That... Yeah, that name's funny. It is my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the... She's a judge! Actually, no, that makes sense. She's holding a fucking gavel. Nice job, me. Hi, Mare. Boop, boop. And what is a judge doing in a place like this? Since you ask, Mr. Edgeworth, I have been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Whatever that means. Verity's fan name is Justine Courtney. Courtney! Oh. Both the actual name and the fan translation are very good. Ooh, taco time. And it is my sacred duty to deliver it. The Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that? It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child, for it is a sacred phrase from the goddess of justice herself. Why don't I fill you in, kiddo? The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. Well, where the fuck were they? Where the fuck were they during the entirety of the original trilogy of the game? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So what, they just let Manfred von Karma run the place for however many years? They let Godo? They let Godo be a prosecutor just for the fun of it? For what, like 3-4 cases? Like, where were they? The panel is comprised of people from both the legal and political professions. A panel of which you are a member, I assume? I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. Thanks for coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet you. It's always great to hang with a judicial compadre. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here. Not him where my hug-atting again!
Overruled.
Thank you. Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association? Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay? This man would get into trouble by HR so often. So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be to the goddess of justice for bestowing her gift of insight unto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases, and should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge. So how much do we want to bet that Edgeworth's badge is going to be confiscated this game? Not necessarily this case, but this game. It seems like we're leading up to something here. I prefer her fan translation name, Verity Gavel, just sounds snobby. Well, I think she's kind of snobby. But snobby in like a uber religious way? Like she'd be one of those bitches that has like a Bible verse in her Instagram bio, but she's actually like not a good person. So, I mean, she could be a good person. I don't know if this woman is meant to be a villain or on our team or against us, but I am, however, going to assume she's against us for now. I don't know, I'm getting villain vibes from her. Eddie Fender is the type of dude to grab a woman's ass and expect them to take it as a compliment. I mean, you know what? I'll give it to Eddie Fender. He hasn't just hugged anybody. Like, without asking. Don't know if she's a villain or just kind of a bitch. Yeah, she could be, listen, it could be an auto, I was reading the chat while I was saying it, and so I said auto mod. It could be like a Franziska type deal, where I was gonna say, it could be Franziska type deal, and then I was like, it could also be a Godo type deal. And then I was like, it could also be an Edgeworth type deal. Because it's kind of wild that all of the main prosecutors in the first 3 games, none of them were actually, like, villains. Like, they were antagonists. They were our rivals during the game. But then we kind of found out that No, they're kind of just on our side, actually. And they all kind of redeemed themselves in a way, except for Godo, who obviously couldn't redeem himself because he had to go to jail, but, like, he redeemed himself in the explanation of what he did and why. Like, if that makes sense? The same auto mod that banned me? No, the auto mod didn't ban you. The auto mod didn't ban you. That is, it was my bot that banned you. My bot has my bot has a separate word list to auto mod. If that makes sense. So it was my bot that banned you. Maybe I should just let auto mod do its thing, but just in case. There are very few actual villains in Ace Attorney, except for the 99% of the people that do get found guilty. But there aren't many big villains over the course of an entire game. It's usually just one case that they're the big villain of. Anyway, I think this woman is going to be an antagonist. Or she's going to be, stopping us from doing certain things in the game. She'll just keep, I feel like she's going to be just one of those people that puts a lot of pressure on us to have to do things a certain way, which is going to be frustrating because she's probably just going to keep threatening the fact that she can just make us not a prosecutor anymore if she wanted to. Which I do think, considering she's brought it up this early in the game, I think that's foreshadowing. I think that's going to happen later in the game. Edgeworth is going to have his badge taken. Whether that's true or not, I guess we'll find out in the next, 6 months that I'm probably going to be playing this game for. Hey, Sean, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm having a good time.
And? What does the Committee for Prosecutory whatever you said want with Edgeworth? We're in the middle of an investigation here.
Objection!
Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, what voice do I give this guy? You know who this guy reminds me of? Low key. Low key reminds me of, for some reason he reminds me of Metaton from Undertale. I don't know why, but I just get that vibe. I love that his little hair tuft is a question mark. The extraterritorial rights dude? Oh yeah, fuck him. 1, because he was a villain, and 2, because he was an annoying villain. Doing well as well? Nice! That's always good to hear. Alright, now to give... Oh. See, I want to give this man an obnoxious voice, but I also need to give him a voice that I am able to do consistently without it hurting. So maybe something like... Oh, I don't know. I don't know! Pitiful. No. No. I want to make it, higher pitched, but I'm just gonna make him sound like a child, though he does look very young. Quercus Alba, yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck Quercus. Cool as hell name, though. Quercus? Love it. I don't know what to do. I want to hear his objection again. Aura and Alloy, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How we doing today? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Zeph, and I am a variety streamer. I play mystery games on Mondays, for example, Ace Attorney. And then on Thursdays, I do variety. I play a lot of Pokemon games, Slime Rancher. I'm going through Sonic at the moment, Adventure 2. But how you doing? Oh, you were playing Legend ZA? Oh, how was it? That's so... I want to play that so bad, but I want to wait until I get a Switch 2. But I don't know when I'm going to get a Switch 2. So I think ZA is just going to be a Pokemon game that I skip, unfortunately. Up to rank C? That's good. That's good. AA1 is not exactly known as a very strong game, and that final case is the absolute epitome of why. Oh, Ace Attorney Investigations 1. I loved Ace Attorney Investigations 1. Like it was definitely an annoying case, but it was genuinely, it's my favorite Ace Attorney game of the games that I have played so far. So, but like, keep in mind, I haven't played the sequel trilogy, and obviously I haven't finished playing this. Hey CSN, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. To be fair, if you were the leader of an international smuggling ring, you'd probably do everything not to get arrested. Yeah, that's fair enough. We can still hate him for his inconvenience. Alright, I still need to come up with the voice for this guy. Pitiful. Yeah, I'll make him weird. You really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus. I don't know how that is pronounced.
And who are you, pal?
Winner. Eustace Winner. Prosecutor extraordinaire. Though you might know me as just the Winner. A name they call me down at the prosecutor's office. I'm absolutely gonna forget this voice by next week. By the way, I'm gonna have to look back at the VOD and find this. If I had to rate every single case in the series, I'd probably put it bottom 5. I feel like I played through so many of the games so quickly that I can't often differ the cases from each other. Also, it's just been a while. It's been a few years since I've last played the cases. They made his last name Winner for the translation? They did! Yeah. It's Sebastian de Best in the fan translation. I do remember that. Listen, I've seen this guy over on Twitter. I've seen... I dabble in Ace Attorney Twitter. I've seen this face and this name before. A1 is widely seen as the second worst game in the franchise, behind the first game of the sequel trilogy. Oh, Apollo Justice is considered the worst game? Damn, that's rough. But no, I loved it. I think it added... The fact that all of the cases were connected in some way was something new that the games had compared to the first trilogy, and I think that's what made me love it so much. However, that's probably going to make me also love this game, because it's doing something very similar. With great affection, I might add. I have never heard of you. Ugh. I think most people consider Apollo Justice the worst game due to the fact that it was the first game without Phoenix. That makes sense. I feel like a lot of bad sequels can also be attributed, like, they can be bad narratively, they can be bad puzzle-wise, but another reason why they aren't going to bring a lot of fans in and a lot of people aren't going to feel affection towards the game is because of the character change. I feel like a very similar thing happened with, I forget the full name of it, but Catriel Layton, the Catriel game in the Professor Layton series, Millionaire's Conspiracy. Like, that game, I think, was objectively... I loved it. I loved Catriel, but the puzzles in particular were very lacking. But I think another reason why a lot of people didn't show up to that game was because it was a spin-off. It didn't have Herschel in it at all. It did not solve any of the mystery about where he was. You get that solution in the anime, which I still have to watch. But yeah, I think people want, when you hear Professor Layton, you think Herschel Layton. So, hey Cass, how you doing? Why does this person look like they're going to challenge me to a duel by slapping me with a glove? You're so right, though. You need an idea for Winner's voice? Very much guy who thinks he is smarter than he actually is. Yeah. I'm getting that vibe already. Catriel was fine, but I will say, you're also a Leighton fan? Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. Most of the mystery is a bit of a downgrade. I think it's been a long time since I've played the Catriel game. And honestly, if I do buy it for the Switch, I will play it on stream. Because I think it would be fun to do. But I think the fact that there were like several different mysteries, it was a good thing. It was a good and a bad thing, because it was like, look at all of these separate mysteries happening. Oh, and in the final mystery, everything is connected, actually. Like, it felt like there was no lead up or foreshadowing to big final case. It was, and also the puzzles were just not great. The puzzles were frustrating to me. Some of them had answers where I was like, why is this, and this shouldn't be the answer. What do you mean? But yeah, I can see it being like baby's first Leighton game. Just came back from seeing a friend. Oh, I hope you had fun then. But yeah, I'm doing well. Having a good time. And how about Detective Flatfoot over there?
Nope. Name means nothing to me.
Well, it's to be expected of an ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say, so I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you.
Ignorance is bliss, Winner.
And I don't think sweet nothings means what you think it means. It is entirely natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us last month.
So he's nothing but a rookie?
I'm not just any rookie. I am a winning rookie. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. Now, let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth.
What do you mean? What mess?
I fear I know exactly what he means. The committee sending an envoy with a new prosecutor in tow. I suspect I know what you're getting at, Winner. But I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gavel? Very well. By the power vested in me by the Goddess of Justice, I hereby declare that in the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be...
Wow. Okay.
There's no fucking way.
I've said twice already, I think at some point in the game, much later in the game, that Edgeworth, at some case later in the game, Edgeworth is going to have his badge taken from him. No, he's gonna get his badge taken from him now. Oh my god.
That's funny.
That's funny as hell. What's this case about? Do you remember the killer from the last case? The blonde guy who kept slinging his gun around? He died in prison. He got murdered in prison. And we have to solve that.
And replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict.
What? Mr. Edgeworth is off the case just like that?
Judge Gavel, I believe I asked for an explanation. No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken, and her judgment is final.
Objection!
And what exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case? Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt.
You boarded the presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to questioning.
But didn't he allow it? Also, didn't he say that technically it wasn't extraterritorial? I thought we solved that already. I will say, looking at some of the names, they're fine, but I'm a bit shocked that the fan translation had more Ace Attorney-esque names than the actual official dub. These are very literal name puns. They are. This game, they really are cranking the name puns up to, like, 1,000. You know, they're full speed ahead. That word causes me trauma. Oh yeah, don't you worry. However, I am pretty proud that because of how often they're using it in these games, I am a lot better at pronouncing it.
You were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident.
Oh, the hammer extends. That's Francisca 2.0?
You vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it an abuse of power would be no understatement.
I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned, but there is also no denying that certain risks must be taken if one is to arrive at the truth. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate.
Then what you are saying is that the ends justify the means? That rules can be freely ignored?
No, that is not what he said. Do you have ears? Well, you have one. You haven't looked the other way, so I don't know if you have another one, but...
That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute. It is not to be bent to your whims.
Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do.
Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing.
Whack!
When a trial ends, the hammer falls. Be you defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, but to give thanks for the goddess of justice's divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal. To do so would be to risk your badge, of course.
So they mean to take my badge if I don't play? Okay, no. Okay, he hasn't taken his badge. They haven't taken his badge yet. Okay, so he's just being relieved of this case, but his badge isn't taken. He's still a prosecutor, just not for this case. I like the name Verity Gavel better than the fan translation name. I should start putting up polls. When G Charizard tells me, like, this name is this in the fan translation, I should put up a poll and be like, which name do you like better? They want to get their hands on that badge, though. They do! Whoa. Tough break, Edgeworth.
I see you've accepted your fate. Good. Guards, if you would be so kind as to escort him out.
No! Stop! What are you doing,
Oh, sorry. What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge here now, so you'll do as I say and move out of the way.
What? You're not the boss of me!
Unluckily for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am. They're holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance. Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winner says.
But, sir...
Judge Gavel. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
The committee's decision is beyond irrational. So yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this.
Duly noted. Until we meet again, then.
Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. Right. Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all of this. Who the fuck is you know who? What the heck? Means nothing to you right now, but it will when you play the sequel trilogy. I look forward to that. I want to know who you know who is. To be continued. Okay. That was good. I liked that. A lot of new faces, a lot of new voices. Lots of... I wonder who did it. So, the way that it was explained, each person was assigned a pet, right? Each prisoner is assigned a pet. So I guess the first thing we need to find out is who was assigned the dog. I guess. Well, I think the first thing we need to do is actually get our asses back on the case, but who knows if that's gonna happen. And who knows if we're gonna work on the case despite that. I don't know how much rule bending Edgeworth would be willing to do. This case goes 100 layers deeper than you could ever imagine. Oh, jeez. Well, honestly, I probably could imagine. But I've played so much of this game, I'm sure there's so much more of this series. But I still look forward. All right. Let's find someone to wade. Got a few people playing some games. Got quite a few people playing some games. We got quite a few choices that we can make. All right, let me just pull a couple people up. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by, Aura and Alloy. You said Alloy at the beginning, so I assume that's what you want to be. Yep, my brain's not working. Alloy. But then thank you again for the raid, and thank you everyone coming in for the follows and just hanging out and chilling out. Let me just pull up some streams and figure out who to raid. Ah, we're a duo streamer group. That's cool. I feel like the more people I get to know in the streaming space, the more streaming teams I find. Like, the more people, because there's also, the Alchemist, right? Who I also know. They're Noctis and Crescent. And I feel like the Wicked Weasels is also several people streaming on one account. It's cool. Yeah, Crescent and Noctis. They're cool as hell. I feel like I do feel like I disproportionately know Crescent a lot more than Noctis, just because almost every time I've raided the channel, I've raided them during the Crescent only streams, which I promise it's it's not on purpose. It's just how the schedules turn out. I like Noctis too. Just for some reason I bump into Crescent more. I stream a bit too, but I haven't for a while because my gaming PC decided to take a permanent vacation. Oh no! That's such a bummer, Violet. I'm sorry. Hey, Ivanovish. How you doing? Okay, we've got a few options here. Let's see. We can watch some Minecraft. We can watch some Walking Dead Season 2. It's been a long time since I've heard about that game. Never played it, actually. We got Sonic Crossworlds. We got a game called Routine. We got a game called Valkyria Chronicles. Peak. Outer Wilds. We've got quite a few options here. Press has more streams, but Noctis is taking up some more over this year. Okay, cool. Well, it'll be fun to see both of them do more stuff. They both seem like neat people. playing some Peak. I hope you're having fun with it. I never really got any traction because I suck at streaming and I don't know anyone who would want to collab with me. Well, I'll say this first and foremost. I did not start collabing with people until this year, and I have been streaming on and off with just solo since like 2019. So collabing is not, you know, the one and only way to get more traction. In my experience, the big way to get more traction, and a lot of people say this, is to post in other places, to build up followings on the likes of YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and the like, post clips, edit clips down, stuff like that, become a creator on other platforms, and then unfortunately, a lot of the time, Twitch has to be what you consider like your secondary platform. And you think it's your primary, but then Twitch is actually, out of all of like my video platforms, Twitch is my least followed. I think I have 1,200 on Instagram. I have 1,500 on YouTube. I think I have 2,000 on TikTok. And then I just have 600 here. It's just interesting how it turns out in the end. All right. Ivanovish was playing Peak. So how about we raid out to some Peak? Wish I can put more time into streaming, but due to time constraints, I can't. Yeah, but to be fair, like, if you mean the streaming itself, I only stream twice a week. And I only stream for about 3 hours, both those times. You don't necessarily need a huge amount of time. It's just the planning it out. But that's difficult. Which sucks as a platform compared to YouTube. Yeah, discoverability on Twitch is definitely something. Definitely something. It's a struggle. So yeah, I always recommend doing more stuff elsewhere and find communities and then try and bring those communities over to Twitch instead. Is a way that I think a lot of people, if not most people, do it these days. Especially because subscribing means a monetary commitment, so there's a much higher barrier to entry. That's also true. That's also very true. But I mean, YouTube also now has a paid tier, now has like memberships and stuff like that. It's just, listen, overall, Twitch is my hobby. I very much appreciate anyone who subs. Subbing is definitely a great help to me, and like one day it would be, you know, a big dream to finish to do this thing as like a full-time thing, I guess. But like right now, it's a hobby, and I'm not gonna I don't want to push the subs. I don't want to push for anything. You know, it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. In the world that we live in right now, where finances are hard for everybody, it's rough. And I'm not gonna tell anybody to sub. Because, really, that $5, $6, whatever, however amount of money in whatever currency you're in, you know, you buy food with that. Get a snack. But I do massively appreciate the people who are subbed. We reached the peak? Hell yeah! Nice job, dude. All right. Well, now we'll go raid out to some peak. It's been a hot minute. So, let's send some love over to Fireflies. It has been so long since we last raided them. She's got such a cute little Santa outfit right now. It looks so good. Totally sub if I wasn't dirt poor. And that is okay. I would never want anyone risking their own finances just for some silly little emotes, you know? Because, like, I don't even have that many sub perks, and I'm probably going to continue to not have that many sub perks until I guess I get a bit bigger. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for coming to stream today. We're going to be raiding Fireflies. This is the raid message for those who are followers of the stream, and if you are subscribed, you can use a different message, if I can copy and paste it. My bot has also just decided to give you my socials, so feel free to follow me on those various social medias. And you can also join my Discord. Thank you again, Alloy, so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. Check them out. Anyone in the chat, watch their ZA streams. This is the Discord if you want to join me and my community. Thank you everyone for the follows, for the chatting, hanging out. We will be playing more Sonic Adventure 2 later this week, and we will be getting back to this game next week. But yeah, I hope all of you have a very good night. Bye-bye.